It's Monday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. We even love Monday mornings when we live in the Keys, but why wouldn't we? We get to live in paradise while other people are stuck living in Detroit. Have you ever been down to the Truman Waterfront in Key West? It's a pretty popular destination. They have the Truman Water Park down there. They have a lot of arts and crafts shows, the farmers market. It's one of the very few things in Key West that is actually free. If you've been down there, you've probably seen the Coast Guard cutter Ingram. It's a 327-foot cutter that's docked right in the water at Truman Waterfront. They use it now for educational and cultural purposes. They give tours. It's kind of like a mini Coast Guard museum. Well, on this day in history, November 25th, back in 2009, the Coast Guard cutter Ingram was brought into Key West and docked at the Truman Waterfront, and that's where she's lived ever since. If you haven't taken a tour of it, it's really interesting. If you get a chance, take a tour of it. It only takes about half hour. Very educational, very informative, and a lot of fun. Speaking of educational, informative, and a lot of fun, this is my morning market MLS update video I do every day. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you will be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about all the new listings from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors find out about them. I find most buyers will wait for a home to come on to Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com or any one of those many websites that claim to put the houses live online. But a problem they face there is by the time most of those websites put a house live online, it's already been on the multiple listing service a couple days, and all the good deals are already under contract. If you watch this video every day and you see something you like, call me right away. I'll make an appointment for us to go see the home, or if you're not here locally, I'll go to a FaceTime walkthrough call with you or a live chat video. And if you like what you see, we can write up an offer and have you under contract on the home before most buyers ever even knew it was available for sale. I do that all the time. I'm actually just writing a contract today for a property for $1,650,000 up on Sugarloaf Key to a buyer who's never even been in the Keys before. We did it all via FaceTime walkthrough. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. That's updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service, including photos. There's a lot more information on the homes in the blog. There's a lot more detail. Any unique features the home might have, things like projected room use, room dimensions, photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If the home happens to be waterfront or happens to have a pool, there'll be photos of the water view, photos of the pool, photos of the boat dockage. It's just a lot more information than I can cram into a couple-minute quick YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com. And it's updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service, including photos. If you like this video and you want to stay current with what's being listed in the Florida Keys real estate market, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as long as you're down there clicking that subscribe button, right next to it's the thumbs up like button. If you could click on that one too, that would really help my channel grow. I'd appreciate it. If you subscribe to the video, you can see everything every morning that's being listed at what price. I do a video just like this each morning. Today we have 5 new listings on the market to talk about. Before I tell you about the new listings, the state of Florida's legal department makes me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listings. And I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. From time to time, I will give my opinion if I'm familiar with a particular property or the neighborhood or if I've been in the home before. I've lived in the Keys for 33 years and I've been a realtor in the Keys for about 25 years, actually a little over 25 years. So I've got a lot of experience with most of the neighborhoods and many of the houses I've already been in when they were sold the last time around. The first one we have is a condo in Key West's Truman Annex neighborhood in Old Town. The Truman Annex is a very desirable neighborhood for many reasons. The 2 main ones are first, the rentals. You're allowed to rent in the Truman Annex in 7-day intervals. They're great vacation rental income properties. The majority of Key West, if they don't have a transient license, is a 30-day minimum rental period by law, and then Unincorporated Monroe County, which is all of the Lower Keys, is a 28-day minimum rental period by law, but the Truman Annex can be rented in 7-day intervals. The other advantage of the Truman Annex is the location. You can't beat it. You're only about a 5-minute walk to Duval Street, a 5-minute walk to Mallory Square for Key West's famous Sunset Festival, about a 2-minute walk to the Truman waterfront we just discussed, and the Coast Guard Cutter Ingram. You're a short bicycle ride or a fairly long walk, but walkable out to Fort Zachary Taylor State Park, which is, in my opinion, the nicest beach we have in all of Key West. Just a great location. You can get to the restaurants real quick, the art galleries, the boutiques, the shopping. This is a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,216 square foot condo. It's in the Foundry, which is one of the more upscale sections of Truman Annex. It's being offered at $1,395,000, which is an excellent price for a condo in the Foundry. Then in Key West's Newtown neighborhood, in a condo association called Key West by the Sea, we have a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 754 square foot condo. Key West by the Sea is a great condo complex. It's directly across the street from Smathers Beach, which is the largest public beach in all of Key West. You have amazing open ocean views. They have 2 pools on the property. They have a tennis court on the property. Each unit has its own deeded parking space behind a locked gate. You need the combination to get inside. And there's plenty of guest parking out front. I've been over to Key West by the Sea well over 100 times, and I've never once had a problem finding a parking space over there. This unit's being offered at $665,000. I think that's at the top of the price point. It's not high, but it's at the top of the price point. One of my other reasons for that is it's an interior unit, so you're looking at the inside and the courtyard. You don't have any ocean view, and the main feature of Key West by the Sea is the ocean view. But so $665,000 for a condo right in Key West, that close to the beach, not even a 5-minute ride downtown in Duval Street, is definitely worth taking a look at. Then in Key West, also in Newtown, in a condo complex called the Salt Ponds, we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 772 square foot condo. This one's being offered at $675,000. The Salt Ponds are great units. Each condo over there has deeded parking also. They call it parking for 1 car, but it's a very large spot. You could get 2 smaller cars. You could get 2 Honda Accords or 2 Toyota Corollas in there. You're not going to get 2 Escalades by any means. But also the Salt Ponds, just like Key West by the Sea, has plenty of guest parking and plenty of first come, first serve parking. Same situation. I've been over there hundreds and hundreds of times. I live only about 3 blocks from there, and I've never once had a problem parking. They also have a nice resort-style pool there. The downside of the Salt Ponds is they fairly recently had a very large increase in their condo fees. This one, I believe, is $720. Some of them are $800, depending on the unit and where it's located. And they used to just be a little over $300, and that was the biggest feature of the Salt Ponds, is the units were affordable, and so were the HOA fees. But now with the higher HOA fees, we're starting to see a lot of the Salt Pond units come up, where you never used to see them come up for sale, and I think it's because of the condo fees. Then we go up to Summerland Key on East Caribbean Drive in a subdivision called Summerland Key Cove. Summerland Key is very popular amongst the boaters. It has the deepest draft and some of the best boating in the lower keys. Summerland Key and Cudjoe Gardens are the 2 nicer upscale subdivisions with the better boating in the lower keys. You could easily get a 50 or 60 foot sport fisherman into Summerland Key. You could get a sailboat in there. This one's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,880 square foot house on the canal. It's being offered at $1,450,000, which is a very good price for a property on Summerland Key. Then the last one we have is on Big Pine Key on 15th Street. This one's a nature lover's paradise. It's down a dirt road that you drive by a million times and think it was just a path going into the woods. And you're on just short of an acre of land, which might not sound like a lot of land to those of you up in Minnesota or Wisconsin, but in the Florida Keys, an acre of land is a huge parcel. This one's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,440 square foot house. It's being offered at $799,000, which is an excellent buy for a house of this nature. And that's all we have for today. If you want to take a look at any of these homes or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. And don't forget to take a look at my blog, KeyWestInvesting.com. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.